Hi guitar mates, I hope you are doing well. For today's lesson I was feeling a little nostalgic, so I thought we should look back at a band that inspired many acts, including Def Leppard. Badfinger's No Matter What was released as a single in 1970 and reached number 5 in the UK charts. The band was signed for Apple Records, and you can certainly feel the McCartney influence in the chorus and the bridge section. Of course, more recently, Def Leppard covered this track on their covers album Yay. As usual, this lesson has been brought to you by everyone who supports my channel at guitarmates.com, where you will find ad-free lessons, tabs, backing tracks and much more. And everyone who subscribes to the channel will have access to all of the tabs and the guitar profile for today's lesson for as little as $1 per month. So do check out the links below. But without any further ado, let's get into the lesson. Right, let's have a look at that intro. I'll play it through and then I'll break it down for you. So it goes like this. Fairly straightforward. Playing an A5 chord at the beginning. I'm using my first finger across all of them, become apparent very shortly when you play into the verse. But I'm playing this A chord twice. Then I have got this lick. Playing there is G2, and then D2 with a hammer onto 4, back to the G2. So, and then we're going to repeat that 3 times. So you get that. And then on the last one, we just play that and we hold for the remainder of the bar. And from there we go into the verse section. So I'll just play that through and again I'll break it down for you. So it goes like this. Now that's the first time round. So we start off the same way we played that intro riff. We got 2 bars of that. Then we're going to play a B minor chord. So my bar across. This is why I start off here, because then I can just move my first finger up to cover the 2nd fret all the way across. And then I'm playing with my 3rd finger D4, little finger plays G4, and I've got my 2nd finger playing B3. There's that B minor chord. So we're going to play that twice, same as we did the A before. Now the lick for this one. So we start off with the 4 on the A, and then the usual, the 2-4, and then back to the 2. We're going to play that twice. Then we go to a D chord, to an E, back to the D. Now the first time round we got a bar of A. So you go on that down, and then to an E chord, kill it. Hold for the rest of the bar. So that's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we repeat everything we do in that. Back to the D, to the E. Now this is where it changes. We've got this line. And Right, what I'm playing there, I am this time I'm playing a proper, like a standard A chord. I'm playing 0, 2 on the D, 2 on the G, 2 on the B. Sorry, 3 on the B. I'm dropping my little finger there. So I'm playing an A sus4, going to the open E string, back to the 3 on that B string, lift the finger, so I'm playing 2, back to the 3, and then I'm coming back down the chord. So. And that takes us to the end of the verse section. In the verse section, we are then going into the chorus section, which is a whole bunch of chords that we're going to be strumming through. So let's check it out. Right, that is the entire chorus route. Now, what I was playing there, you got the 2 guitars playing. What I was looking at is like the main rhythm guitar that we are playing through there. So we are starting off on an F sharp minor chord. So what that is you're putting your bar all the way across the 2nd fret, and you're putting your 3rd finger on A4, and you got this. So it's down, down, down. That's your strumming pattern there. I hear some people playing it just as a straightforward F sharp minor. But on the record, you can hear that F sharp minor 7. Now, you've got your bar across there. What you're going to do now, you're going to play a B dominant 7th chord, a B7 chord. So you're just bringing your finger down. So you can leave it there, but I tend to bring it down. So I'm starting from the A string, holding straight down. You're going to put your 3rd finger on D4, and then put your little finger on B4. So we get this B7 chord. Like that. And it's the same strumming pattern. Then we are going to play an E7 chord. Old days you could have got away with just playing like that, but I've noticed on the record when I've seen old recordings of that, and when you see Def Leppard do their version of that, he's playing an E major chord, but adding your little finger is holding down the 3rd fret on the B string. So it's just straightforward E, which is 2, 2, 1, but little finger on the 3rd fret of the B. Now, the first time round, we just play a straightforward A after this. Then we play a D7 chord, which is open D, 2 on the G, 1 on the B, and back to 2 on the high E. To your B minor chord that we looked at earlier. And then you've gone little line that we played before, you play that through. Then we're back again, we repeat F sharp minor 7, B7, E7. Now this time around we're playing an A7 on the 2nd time, which all we're doing there, instead of that straightforward A chord, I see it as taking my 1st finger out and moving my 2nd finger up to the D2. So I'm playing open A, 2nd finger plays D2, open G, giving it that dominant, and then my 3rd finger playing B2. So you get that usual D7 next, to your B minor. Then we you've got this. Now, he's just playing that third fret on that low. He's supposed to be a G chord, that's what it's been voiced as, but he's just playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and just holding up and going to an E chord. So that is your chorus. What I'm going to do now is look at the bridge. There's a little bit more going on in this. So let's go and check it out. So I'll just play through and then I'll break it down. So it goes like this. As I said, a little bit more going on there. I have seen various people play this in different ways. Then I listened to the track, downloaded the original track, slowed it down, separated the tracks, and it was a lot more simple than what I'm seeing people playing. But that's my belief anyway. But what we are playing there, you start off with, you're just playing an A5 chord. And then you're playing the 2 on the G. And then I'm playing the 3 on the B string to the 5. So you've got to use that little pinky down there. Back to the 3. Lift your finger off. Then you're using your third finger to play 4 on the G. Lift that finger up and you're going to go back to B2 to G2. So you get this. That's your first one. Then you go into this B minor chord, so you're going to hit that. Now this one's a little bit harder to play. You're playing 4 on the G string, 3 on the B. Then you got that little stretch again with this little finger down to the 5. Back to the 3. Gonna get that little finger back into the 4 on that G. And then you lift the fingers and you're just playing 2, 2 on that. So you get this. Now, this little length, you're getting this. That's the little hard bit on that. You're playing the open D string. You've got to pick the note round about 2 fret and slide straight into the 4. To the 2 on the G, and then quickly down to the open E string, and then you've got 2 on the E to the open A. And again, I've seen other people play this and maybe they just like adding little bits to it, but when I hear it on the record, they're just playing that. So you get like that, because you're going to do that twice, but I have heard some little additions to that. I've heard that. Let's try that again. Like that. What I'm doing on that extra one, I'm doing an O2 hammer on the E string. So it's like a speeded version of what we just looked at. And then back to the 2 on the low E string. But I say on the record. And then we go back and we play the original, that first 2 bars. That is the bridge section. Now, what comes up now is a guitar solo section. Now, the guitar solo is played on a slide guitar, so I might look at that at the end of it. I've also seen it where they just play single notes on that. But again, we're going to look at that at the end of the song. I just want to keep this as more of the rhythm guitar side. But what we're playing through there, we are just playing an A chord for 2 bars. To the B minor. Then we go to a D to an A, just like in the verse. very, very simple for the solo section. It really is a verse, but you're just strumming through the entire thing. And from there, we go back to a chorus. But what I want to do in this chorus is show you what the rhythm guitar is playing behind that. Now, he's just doing stabs on the 2 and the 4 counts. So you would get this 1, 3, 4, E7, E7, A, D, B minor, then and then back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A7, D7, B minor. And then he joins him on that G chord there, going to the E. So that's what the second guitar is playing through the chorus. Now that second chorus. In the second chorus, we are going back to the bridge. Once we finish the second chorus, we go back to the bridge. We play it all the way through, but the only difference is this time, the guitar now is changing its sound, and we've got this Leslie guitar sound that's playing over that main line. So we go. Goes back to. Now at that point, it stops. You think the song's finished because he's got this false finish. So we play that note, that 2, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes back to the second part of the bridge. We get this. Back into. Then back. Then. And this time, it has finished. So they are all of the main rhythm guitar parts for the song. Well, I did threaten you with playing the solo. I've got my little slider on here, so let's have a go. Be gentle with me on this one. I have not used a slide for years, but, and it probably should, of course, but it goes like this. Okay, what I should be doing, I'm playing on, this is all on the G string. I'm playing on 9, so I've got that. Moving down to 6, 4. So we get. I think he's sliding down on the last ones. Then we move up to 11, to 7, to 6, to 4. And then we've got, again on the G string, we've got 7 to 9. Again, play 7. And there's a little break, and then we got this little slide comes in behind. He's on the B string this time, and I'm going 8, 10. That is the slide version of it. I'll put that away quickly. I have seen them play it. I've seen many people who don't play it on the slide. They just play the notes.